Okay, so as a recap, we just tore up the floor. We got everything sanded down, cleaned, and rust converted. So now, as you see here, we are putting on a primer to help seal up the floor so no water can ever touch the metal ever again from this side. we basically just rolling it on. I think we do 2 coats, and yeah, and then once we're done with this, we start working with our framing.
Alright, this is the beginning of the framing. We've got a whole schematic drawn up, and finally did figure out what we were going to do for a floor plan. Zach's doing all the measurements and all that, and then he's telling me what to cut. These are what 2x4s we have left to do, and I'm going to move over to show you what schematic and what game plan we got here. So what we got is the back half and the front half with the aisleway here and the 2 wheel wells. They're all measured out exactly what lengths we want. We're also double checking those lengths by measuring each section, and then we've got this schematic from our finalized floor plan. We'll probably put more details up elsewhere, but we've got a couch, a couple of tables and chairs, a countertop for a kitchen, a set of 2 bunk beds, and kind of a changing room, bathroom, shower area here, but that'll probably jump in later on. So using this here in the aisle, we are setting up the studs for framing out. Once we get this done, the step after that would be to get foam to place into all the open spaces, and then after that we will be putting on plywood and a layer of rubber. We're going to flash it up against the sides. Carpet squares, hardwood floor, we're still working on that.
So we have here is more framing being done. Spaced everything out so when we decide to put the boards on, they will not sag anywhere. We caulk up all of the holes, start putting in foam pieces, and start screwing in our boards onto the 2x4s. The front part of the bus will only have a replacement board. There won't be any foam to raise up the chair any higher. We wanted to keep that at the same level as it was before. After the floor is all finished, then we start working on our rubber floor. The process we used on the floor was to have 3 sections, a part that was behind the wheel wells, a part that was in front of the wheel wells, and then the section that was going to cover where the driver's seat was going to be. Each section gets done in halves, where you apply the adhesive to the floor and then on the one half of the rubber. Once you let that sit out for probably 5 minutes, you then roll and push down the rubber onto the floor, and then you work on the other half by flipping that half back over on top, applying the adhesive, and then pushing it back. We also made sure to overlap the seams so there was no water getting through, and we also flashed up the sides on the walls. We actually had to pull the bus outside while doing this process to make sure that the fumes didn't get too concentrated in one spot. We had all the windows down. It was a nice day. It was springtime. It turned out very well. Thanks for watching.